suddenly I'm not making any sense. It was a very scary thing to experience. So much anger as well. And I have never experienced this kind of anger coming out.
I'm thrilled to have a conversation today with you because I was recently honored to be invited into your podcast. And we talk a lot about all things around perimenopause and menopause. I thought it would be a really great value if you can share all your beautiful transformation you're actually going through.
Yeah, it's another transformation. And
Yes.
I didn't realize for a long time, oh, you are transforming again.
Could you let us know a little bit more about what you do
Mhm.
and how you help people, and also how this topic is significant for you right now?
During my various transformation, I realized, oh, wow, I'm so lonely, actually, here in Fukushima. There are not many foreign women around to connect with in person. So I decided to start a podcast. And this was 5 years ago. And so now the Transformations with Jayne podcast has over 100 episodes. Through that show, I just have met so many wonderful women all over Japan. That's how I got into podcasting in the first place. And a lot of women really struggle to start. Do you know why that would be, Miyako?
Afraid to show up or be known for?
Yeah, afraid to use their voice, afraid to speak up is one thing. Also, they're really busy, already have a full life, but they want to use their voice and they want to speak about things that have not been spoken about, have not been shared.
Until I met you, I didn't know anything about this like community of international women in Japan. And they're sometimes struggling to have more opportunity.
Yeah.
Why not have more voices, share your expertise and whatever, really to serve the world? So that's amazing that you are actually coaching them to open up and it's safe, right?
Yeah, that's what we do. And I think Japan has changed, right? You don't just have to be an English teacher here anymore. You can be anything.
Why this topic of perimenopause or menopause relates to you?
I took a long time for me. Like I knew something was wrong, but I didn't connect it to the perimenopause, right? For a long time. I just thought it was the circumstances in my life that were affecting me. It looks like I could not get through the day with exhaustion, just feeling exhausted all day. And my body hurt so badly. Like
Yeah.
when you have a virus and you have those body aches,
Mhm.
I thought I was sick, but hang on, this is going on 2 weeks, 3 weeks, body aching, no joy in my life, even though I'm doing fun things. I'm doing super fun things. It's cherry blossom season in Japan. I really enjoy it every year, but this year, ah, cherry blossoms. That no joyful feeling to look at cherry blossoms. No, I don't want to go and see cherry blossoms. I just want to sit on the sofa, even though I had a party to go to for me. I didn't want to be there. I didn't enjoy myself. I struggled to have a conversation with people. And I think the most shocking thing was the day I just couldn't speak Japanese.
Oh.
I couldn't make a sentence. I couldn't get my ideas in order to. Normally, I don't think about what I'm saying. Suddenly, I'm not making any sense. It was a very scary thing to experience. So much anger as well. And I have never experienced this kind of anger coming out. You drivers who can't drive properly and just anything. I was ready to commit violence almost.
Oh,
Luckily,
yes.
nothing happened. Maybe I could have done something. That is how angry I was. I've never been angry like that before in my life. And that was so scary. I felt, wow, I'm out of control here. You know, what if I accidentally hurt someone or shout at someone and I can't undo that? Yeah. So it was getting very scary.
Yes.
And when the color disappeared from the world, then I was really scared.
Color.
Yeah, all the color was gone. Everything just felt so gray.
Oh, you mean the visual
Yeah, look,
Oh, mono.
of course I could see colors, but I didn't experience the colors, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at sakura and cherry blossoms just looks gray. Everything, nothing looks special.
This is such a shocking experience you
It's
had.
so shocking.
Thank you so much for sharing with vulnerability because this is not so many women can speak up with, right?
I don't know if everybody has such an intense experience. And
Mhm.
I thought, obviously, I have a voice that I'm using. Let's talk about this so that more people can hear about it.
Yeah.
There's no need to keep this a secret. There's nothing to be ashamed about. But
Yes.
this happens to people. What are you going to do?
Right. What are you going to do? And I personally haven't experienced any perimenopause or menopause symptoms. And that's what I'm grateful about learning of ancient aging secret and the breathing, all these movement of the
Mm.
bodies, of energy work. But what I often hear from the ladies who are going through is exactly like you experience.
So I'm only 43. What is going on with me? I feel so old. I have never felt so. Even when I was much more overweight,
Mhm.
my body weight was more than 80 kilos once in my life. I had more energy than I have today, but with a much smaller body size. I can't do my job anymore. I don't even want to talk to my husband because I feel like I'll scream at him
Mhm.
about nothing, about something doesn't matter. And then I just was like, okay, we can't keep doing this.
Mhm.
Something has to change here. We need some help.
When have you actually noticed or become aware of that? Okay, I might be like in perimenopause.
I don't know that I can put a name, like a particular date or time when I realized it, but maybe some of senpai friends
Mhm.
were talking about this a little bit. And I was like, oh, hang on. There are 30 something symptoms of perimenopause. Let me go and look at these. Or, oh, you also nearly screamed or you did scream at someone in public because of perimenopause because you're so angry and so emotional that you've never been like that in your life. You're the most lovely human person, but you did that. I also feel like that. Maybe this is perimenopause. So,
I see.
yeah, that was not so long ago that I just discovered that through these accidental conversations with friends. But I've even noticed in the last 6 months a real uptick in people talking about perimenopause.
Yes,
It would have been because of
exactly.
her outer circumstances as well. And I think that's what happens, right? Women blame it on their outer circumstances. I'm so busy, I have
Yeah,
kids, whatever it is. It's very easy to not notice that actually because your hormones are changing.
this really makes sense because it's supporting women each other by sharing the story. Here's what happened to me. This is not like only women's issue, but also we need gentlemen's support as well,
Yeah.
right? At
Yeah.
home, we want our husband to do some dishes and cooking or
Hmm.
helping us do the cleaning
Yeah.
because it's real, right?
Yeah. It's real. 50% of the population is going to experience this. The other 50% needs to know what they're dealing with and how they can be helpful.
Exactly.
Mm.
So, in the time, what have changed you to take some action as a something
Yeah.
that you can deal with?
Yeah. So I got to that point where I was so low that I couldn't do anything to help myself. I had no energy. I was so emotional. I couldn't talk to people, but I just knew I have to do something. So I went to my gynecologist, who they say we help this menopause and
Yes.
we'll treat you. And you need to start here and then maybe you work up to doing other things if you need it. He gave me Chinese medicine and he gave me also soy isoflavones, which simulate estrogen,
Yes.
which is what
Mimic like
causing the trouble mostly. And I was like, oh, these are not going to work. This is a waste of my time. But I started taking them because I had nothing else I could do right then on that day. And after a week, I was like, oh, damn it, I'm feeling better. I had to
wow.
be a little bit
Oh,
humble with what I was given by this doctor. So it was working. And just the improvement of feeling had a really great result from changing what I was eating, cutting alcohol. And then I was like, okay, my energy is better. Now I can exercise.
once you find what works for you. We went to the doctor, and he's a really nice doctor. What I heard you say is that because he could escalate doing all these other things, more complicated thing, but he tried to gradually see how your bodies respond with a stimuli that he
Yeah. Obviously, he sees this a lot. I did not want to defer to his knowledge because a Japanese male doctor, what do you know about menopause? Oh my God.
Yes.
Tell me, a really angry, kind of emotional person at this time, don't you tell me how I'm feeling. I didn't want to believe that he might know what was best for me. What he gave me helped me, and it helped me
Yes.
to get out of the bottom of the hole where I was.
I got chills because as much as I hear these stories of the subtle changes of transformational stage or transitional stage, there's something that we can learn by experiencing this kind of totally undesirable state.
This is a real example. And I was like, are you okay? Is anything going on for you? And they'll say, oh, I'm just have low energy and I don't know why. But I'm so busy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to tell you about me and I hope it helps you. I'm also experiencing this and it's called perimenopause. And they're like, what's that? I have had many conversations like this recently after coming out of my own. That's a gift that I can help others now in a little way. It's just to point them in the right direction. This is maybe what's going on for you. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to prescribe, say you have to go to your doctor or whatever. But please go and find out more about this thing called perimenopause because not many women know what it is or how it can affect every aspect of your life.
The way I see from my end is that,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you are like shedding your skin and you're like a
Yeah.
newborn. Jayne is reborn. That's beautiful image that I see.
Yeah, it's much better than you are drying up and you are becoming an old witch image that we have of menopause and perimenopause. So let's rebrand, right? Let's rebrand it.
So I want listeners or people who are watching this video take a look at Jayne carefully and see how she's glowing, beaming right now, allowing yourself to do whatever you feel lighter for you.
It's going to be gradual, but you will notice those improvements. I think we can do a bit better, and we're just going to keep doing what we're doing and keep refining what's going on and a bit more, like I said, lifting weights, doing some other things that are going to help get a little bit more. Yeah, today is a good day, but maybe yesterday wasn't, and maybe tomorrow isn't going to be a great day. But it's like the roller coaster is more like this now rather than it was
Wow.
like this.
So that's a great advice. And is there any like last tips or advice you want to share with a lady who might be in this situation that you've experienced?
For me, I found it the hardest thing was to talk to somebody about it. I don't expect you to come and talk to me, who might be a stranger, but who is someone who you could talk to about it? You deserve to feel better than you do. You can feel better.
Yeah.
That is my final word. It's just silly, right? You deserve to feel better. Of course you do. But when you're in the bottom of that deep hole, you can't have that thought. You don't have that thought. Yeah, I hope that reaches someone who needs to hear it.
Yes, because you deserve to feel better. And when you really accept that, maybe there's some tears coming out from you.
Totally. Yeah.
Because you haven't allowed yourself to really appreciate that. And you may be the last one on the list.
Totally last one. Are you even on the list? Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing all these. What I see is a profound level of disclosure
Okay.
of what's really going on
I just want to
around
speak
your body
truthfully about it.
and
Yeah.
also emotionally and how you feel and the strategy that work for you to revive and recover and be on a direction that you want to go to another level, like shedding and rebirth.
Yep.
So thank you so much for coming in and joining this episode. You might have a little bit of a question that, okay, what's going on with me?
Yeah.
Feel free to write down the comments under the video. I will see you all soon. Thank you so much. Are you really taking care of yourself and making self-care a priority? Is that enough? Whether you are facing the roller coaster of hormones, navigating emotional ups and downs, or feeling like society overlooks women as we age, self-care becomes your secret weapon in reclaiming your body, energy, and joy. I don't believe in needed suffering. I believe in taking charge of our own self-care, nurturing the inner fountain of youth within us. Because guess what? We all have the power to shine and radiate with more vitality no matter our age. That's why I invite you to join me in Miyako's Self-Care Sister of the Week. It's like receiving a gentle nudge every week, inspiring you to nurture your body and mind during this transformative phase of life. Together, we'll explore my personal tips, practical strategies, and timeless wisdom to help you navigate the journey with energy, grace, and unwavering confidence. And the best part is, it's my gift to you. This incredible resource is absolutely free. Are you ready to embark on this empowering journey with me? Join me from the link below and embrace your life with renewed vitality and joy. See you on the inside. Thank you so much for watching and take care.